Yes, sir. Marcus, what's going on with you, bro?
Yo, what up, man? What's good?
Good to see you, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Man, appreciate you for taking this time out, bro.
No worries. I got all the time in the world right about now. So nah.
Yeah, man. Like I was just sharing with a couple people how like I really can't wait for this pandemic to be over, but I definitely know why things are the way that they are. So, real quick, man, like how's everybody out there, bro?
It's good, man. I mean, of course, there's a lot going on. But so far, it's been good. I'm healthy. Blessed to be healthy right now. Just chilling.
Definitely know the feeling. And right now the country is shut down. Everybody's at home and quarantining. What new things have you discovered about yourself during this pandemic time?
Oh man, let's see. I don't like being stuck in the house
That makes two of us. I hate every minute
at
of it.
all. I've never been that type of person. No, I've always been out and about. Um, but it's okay because at the same time, you know, I'm able to relax, gather
Yeah.
myself for preparation is key. So I just been putting some preparation in on a couple of projects and a little bit of work here and there, getting some things together for when the world opens back up.
When the world opens back up, what can the people expect from you?
Man, I'm doing a little bit of everything. Let's see. First thing I think on the plate is going to be actually maybe before we open back up. We just signed the contracts for the new Proud Family.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll be coming back for the Proud Family. If y'all didn't know, I did the voice of Myron the Nerd on Proud Family. So we'll be coming back
Yes,
for
sir.
this season. So that's pretty lit. I'm already guaranteed a couple episodes.
Yeah, man.
So that's lit. What else we got going on? I'm not sure if y'all saw, but I just directed, produced, and casted Pretty Ricky's new music video, Body. They
Yes,
premiered.
sir.
They premiered it on BET Jams, and they also premiered it on what was it? World Star. Yeah, World Star Hip Hop. So it's doing
Yeah,
pretty
man.
good right now. Even though they're not able to promote it outright because it was supposed to be released while they were on the tour. Right when they
Yeah.
released the tour, we did it right before they left to go on the tour, and then about let's see, I think about a week later, I think they shut everything down.
Yeah.
So
Bro, so
that's been
like
crazy, but yeah, they're gonna continue the tour, so that's really dope. And I'll be working on a lot more visual stuff with them as well. I got another video I'll be directing for them coming up.
man, that sounds pretty cool. So bro, like what was it like to work with Pretty Ricky?
Oh, it's crazy because we actually have a really good relationship. Me and the guys, I've known them for years, man, from
Yeah.
way back in the day, of course. I think we met in Vegas at like the Radio Music Awards or something like that, and we was hanging out and just having a good time, just good energy. And then over the years, like I went to Miami, and that's where they live, so I was hanging out with Blue and Pleasure out there. And then when Pleasure came and moved to LA, we was kicking it all the time, mansion parties or whatever. Um, and then we just stayed in contact, basically me, Pleasure, and Blue a lot of the time. And then when I saw Spec had posted on the Shade Room, I was just hitting them up like, yo, my G, yo, I heard a clip of
Yeah.
the song. I hit Blue up like, heard a clip of the song, man, this shit sound hot. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, y'all about to splash with that. And he was like, yeah, man, we about to go on this Millennium tour. Um, I'm like, for sure, my nigga, you already know. Hit me when y'all come to
Yeah.
LA. I'm like, hit me when you come to LA. He like, yeah, man, we in LA, man. What you talking about? We rehearsing right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, he like, and we need a video for that joint. So I'm like, that's what I'm doing. He like, yeah, I've been keeping up on you. What you mean? Like, that's why I'm telling you. He like, come meet with us, man. Come meet with us or whatever. So we had a quick meeting, laid out the treatment, budget, got it done in 24 hours. We were shooting. So
As a director, was that your first video that you had directed for them, or was that just your first video that you directed in general?
that was my first video I directed for them, but I I directed and produced a couple videos With my modeling company, I've been co-producing and also casting ton of videos for some of your favorite people. I work with everybody from with my modeling company, from Rick Ross to, let's see, Ty Dolla Sign, Snoop Dogg, a ton of stuff for Young Dolph.
Yeah.
Uh, we got a lot of people we worked with, man. Omarion, YG, just a ton of people, man. A ton of people.
Was it hard to transition to being behind the camera?
No, actually not at all, really, because with all the years of experience of being behind the camera already, somewhat, even though I'm in front, everything that I learn is still so much of what's really happening behind the scenes when you're, coming up in it. So, and
Yeah.
as a kid coming up in it, I was very inquisitive about, you know, wanting to know everybody's job and position almost, you know what I mean? Like, what does he do?
Yeah.
What does he do? What does he do? You know what I mean? Which was cool. And as a kid, doing it and asking everybody, I guess nobody minds informing you. As an adult, you should either know, or
Yeah.
you're just going about your day most of the time, maybe not caring. But that's a big reason why I just understand production so much. And I put on the producer hat with a lot of things. My movie I'm shooting right now, Bomb Pizza, actually I'm producing and starring in, but we had to put it on hold. We had a couple of
Yeah.
lumps in the road, but speed bumps, we should say. But we're going to be finishing the movie very soon. As soon as everything opens back up, we're about like 80% done. So that's going to be a dope project I'll be having come out before the end of this year, most likely. So.
Man, that sounds pretty cool, bro. And to see you continue to, keep your mind right, continue to stay positive even when it's a very unfortunate, thing. What message would you give to your fans that are anxious to see what you've been working on, but they can't at the moment due to the COVID-19?
Yeah, I mean, well, they can check out. Let's see, you can check out the Pretty Ricky music video, so you can see what I've been doing visually. I also directed Egypt Chris and Sam Maddock, their first music video called Run. Egypt Chris was on Growing Up Hip Hop, so she's Peppa from Salt and Pepper, and Tretch from Naughty by Nature. That's their daughter. So she's
Yes.
like one of the first princesses of hip hop, and she's been doing her music thing, and she's really dope. And I was hanging out with Pep and a couple friends. My friend Brian McKinney. We was with Takara, all of us at the W, and Pep introduced me to her daughter. I had actually already seen her perform because my models were walking in Rosa Costa's fashion show during BET Awards, and I seen her
Yeah.
perform then, like about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, I think. And she was really dope. And I was like, yo, who is this? And it was like, oh, it's Pepper's daughter Growing Up Hip Hop. I'm like, yo, that's lit. So randomly reconnected with her through her mom's. And I was like, yo, I want to direct a music video for you. She was like, man, I've been wanting to shoot one. So
Yeah.
bam. So her and her boyfriend, or her husband now, Somatic, I got their first single. It's really dope too, because they wanted to do a whole thing on like Joker and Harley Quinn. So it was
Yeah.
random. In my phone, I had already captured like this image. I had took a screenshot of the image of Joker leaning over to kiss Harley Quinn, and I wanted to just recreate that somehow. And it was crazy that it came up for their video. So y'all check that out. It's called Run. Egypt Chris, Criss is her last name. Y'all can check that out too.
You mentioned Reconnecting. A few years ago, you had a chance to do that with a cast from your show, which I think is one of the best shows in the 90s era in Moesha. Bro, take me back through that. Like, how nice was it to reconnect with those cast members?
Oh man, that feeling was unmatched, man. Really, because we have so much chemistry. Of course, because we worked together so long, we've known each other forever. A lifetime.
Yeah,
We've lost people who are part of that iconic project that meant a lot to us. So them not being there was a whole nother feeling added on to being there with everybody. A lot of us kind of stay in contact here and there. We hit each other up and
yeah.
try to check on each other here and then. But when it's the whole accumulative group, it's a beautiful thing. And the last couple times we had to do it was sadly like over two deaths.
Yeah.
Lamont, we seen each other during Yvette Wilson's funeral, stuff like that as a group. which is sad. So that was a more uh, pleasurable moment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Together as a group, talking about the, maybe the reboot and some of these things that may occur in the future. So yeah, man, it was just good energy. We really had fun.
Take me back through that, bro. Like, how did you land the role of Miles, who I definitely enjoyed watching? I felt like I was Miles at one point, only because like you always around like people like Hakeem and Moesha, you know what I'm saying? Like your character was always around them, bugging them, and that was
hmm
kind of how I was growing up. So how did you land that role?
Well, I ended up having the audition. I think it was like 2,000 kids that they auditioned for the role of Miles or something like that. I was kind of on a hot streak because right at that time I came off a couple of good little guest star roles on a couple of projects.
Including
Uh,
Martin, right?
yeah, before Martin, there was like Fresh Prince of Bel Air, a bunch of other shows. I was on Thea, Sinbad show, a bunch of stuff kind of going running up until Martin. Um, and Martin, I used to study him low key, like watching the show. Love
Yeah,
Martin, and when the audition actually came up, I remember like with my mom, I was just like, "Yo, I'm about to book this." Like as a kid, I
yeah,
was like, "On one," like I was a little kid that just knew what he was gonna do. I was like, "I'm about to book this." Um, and we went over the lines. I went over the lines. I went over the lines, and then I came into that audition room. It was at Universal Studios in LA, right off of Lancashire Boulevard. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I went to the audition. They brought me upstairs. It was actually this kid rapper like called like Lil Vicious or something at the time. He was kind of popular, and he was there. And I don't know. I think he had like a broke arm or something. Like he had his arm in the cast. And I was like, oh yeah, he's not gonna get it. Then I'm looking at like some of the other competition, like, nah, I'm about to roast. I'm about to roast this right here. I'm about to blaze this real quick. So,
yeah,
I go in the room. I kill it. I kill it. They like, hold on. They had me come outside. They're like, you gotta wait. Like, have him wait right here or whatever. So then, like, I guess they went and got Martin from downstairs or whatever. They went and got him. Like, you gotta see this little kid. Like, he is you. Like, so he come back in the room. I do the scene again in front of everybody, like that they had there, the producers and the writers and everybody.
yeah.
And they just was like, boom, I killed it. They was like, thank you. I went home, and before I made it home, the agent was calling our phone like. My mom had the cell phone, like the big brick joint,
Like the
and
one that would take up like your
the
whole
brick
face,
joint, yeah, like the
and
big brick
that big
joint,
old like they had
yeah,
that big antenna at the end of it.
yeah, the
Yeah, the
joint.
kids today, y'all don't know
She
how
had
good
that
y'all
joint,
got.
right? So boom, bam, she hit the phone. Oh, bam, she like that. It's your book, your book. They want you for Martin. I'm like, yo. So I was a little kid. I was hyped. I was hyped, but man, so much stuff, man, over the years. That's just been great, and being a part
Yeah.
of that project as well was just very dope. Very
Since
dope.
we're on Martin, and there's no way I can have you on here without, and I'm pretty sure you probably get tired of this question being asked, but that line in there, I want to know, was that in the script or was that improv?
The line was in the script. When he said it again, I forget if he just added it. I think he added himself rebuttaling it,
Yeah,
and then the second part was a part of the script. But it was just so it came so natural. I think we had kind of rehearsed it, and he kind of like rebutted it in rehearsal, and it was just really funny, and he kept it. Because what they would do, like some of the great shows, when they had live studio audience, they would kind of get a breeze through,
yeah,
shoot the show before the audience comes in, so they have it in the can. So that way, with somebody who's as funny as Martin or as comedy shows, that you can just kind of let loose and have fun, and try stuff, and make the audience laugh and whatever works best. But they already have it in the can. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. My favorite part of that episode wasn't necessarily, the line like, "I'm sorry I lied to you, Martin." It was when you first like showed up and you told the dude like, "Hey man, this ain't no Dunkin' Donuts. Get back to work."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, CG,
yeah.
like I'm a legit fan for
He's
real,
like, I
bro.
know the
Like
lines,
I know the
bro. That was
lines and
That's it,
like
it's crazy. That's one of them episodes that ended up being so timeless and like a classic, and people just still to this day, like 20 something years later, I think are quoting that line, which is crazy to me. But I love it. I love it.
Yeah, man. And like, from there you were on a classic 90s sitcom, Moesha. Like, bro, them first few years, man, like take me back through that journey. Like, what was that like for y'all?
Oh man, that was a lot. I don't think we all knew what to expect. I mean, not even Brandy or anybody really knew what to expect. We all knew everybody had their own success coming
Yeah,
together as a cumulative, but it was still minute to where we were headed. We knew first episode that the chemistry was there, and they saw it. You know what I'm saying? Amongst the cast and just between the cast and the writing, we really embraced the writing. The writing was really good, and we brought those characters to life. So after that, we were just out of here. I think third season we started breaking like a lot of records, and we ended up like I think we ended up beating. I don't know if it was like Star Trek or something for like ratings, something crazy.
yeah,
Like had so many shares, which is like how they count the houses of how many people were watching the show, and it was huge. Um, and it just got crazy from there. They made Moesha books, and we ended up making it past the 5 years, doing 100 episodes. And that time was just amazing, man. It's hard to explain what it's
yeah,
like to be on like a hit series in the 90s when it's like everybody's coming up, and I met everybody. We were at every award show, anybody you could probably damn near think of, that was on or
yeah,
that matters even today.
yeah.
To a
Like,
certain.
I've always been curious. Did you get a chance to meet Kobe when he came through the set?
Yeah, yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. Kobe Bryant was a really amazing dude, man. Like very humble, cool cat. And I used to actually call Kobe at his crib. Like he had gave me his number,
Yeah,
and I would talk to him. Like he would be like, I'd call. It was when he lived at his parents' house still. Like I'd
yeah,
call, and his mom or somebody would answer the phone. Like, oh yeah, he's on the basketball court. He practicing, and then she'd be like, hold on." So then, like, I guess it'll ring on the court. He go to the phone, he pick it up, I guess, and I was like, "Hello." He like, "Yo, what's up, man? What's up?" I'm like, "Yo, chilling. What's going on?" He like, "Man,
yeah,
in here get my practice on." I'm like, "What you working on?" We'll be like, "Oh, free throw." He'll be telling me what he working on. I'm like, "Yeah, that's lit." Woo, woo. All right, you gonna tear him up this year? Let's get it. Woo, woo. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It was cool. And then I was getting tickets like sometime from the NBA or because Derek Fisher did the show as well later on. So I'll be getting
Sure
tickets from them.
did.
I go see them play. And I see them, back in the back. It'd be always love, from everybody,
Yeah,
Shaq, everybody. I kind of knew, like, a lot, all the teammates and shit. So it was lit. It was lit. I much love to Kobe. I remember he came to the set and most of the cast he got us like boxes of Adidas. Man, I had so many boxes of Adidas gear, yo,
yeah,
because he just laced us, man. Because he had just got his contract with them, so he was like,
sure
"Oh
did.
yeah, like I'm about to get y'all laced." Watch, like, so that was all love, man. He was a good dude, man, for real.
Yeah, man, because that was around like the time when, because our like childhood, that was when Kobe was really like at the top of his game, and like
Where
the
he was a rookie. He was a
yeah,
rookie when I met him, so it was
like
crazy watching
yeah,
him
bro,
progress through, and going through. Anybody would tell you, I don't know if you've ever been, but there was nothing like a game in the Staples Center with Kobe and Shaq playing, or just
man,
Black Mamba when he turned up. You know what I'm saying? After Shaq left, Kobe held down the arena and was balling, man, and it was exciting. You know what I mean? He was just a good dude.
I think it's safe to
Shout out to all the
say,
Lakers, though. All the Lakers.
oh yeah,
I'm a
definitely.
kid, so shout out to all the Lakers.
I'm a Lakers slash Kobe fan, yo. So I'll,
Okay,
I'll 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 go to bat for Kobe any day. Like I can make
word.
so many arguments why Kobe realistically should be in the GOAT conversation, but I don't.
To me, he is the GOAT over Jordan. I mean, Jordan's an asshole, but don't I mean,
I mean, we heard it. We heard a couple comments that Mike said last night on the
just,
documentary, and I'm gonna just leave that there. Mike, if you watching this, still call the brother back, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, man. So
but,
like,
And yeah, my bad. Either
Nah,
way,
bro,
but
it's all good. That's what we do on my show. We keep it real.
Another Kobe moment that was epic for me. I went to the All Star game. I was at the All Star game, and
Was this
Vince Carter and
98
Kobe. This is like
or
it was,
2001?
I don't know what year this was. This is like probably 2001, maybe.
Because Vince and Kobe, like this much I do know, they did have like a little dunking duo going on in the '01 All-Star game.
I
Because
think
that's
it was
when,
'01.
because
That's what I
because
really think it
because
was.
that's when Iverson won MVP.
That's exactly the game because what happened was AI was on the court, Vince, Kobe, and Vince and Kobe they see me. I'm like close to the court, like and Vince like yo, because he had just did the show.
He did.
And I'm like, yo, so he hit Kobe like, look. He like, yo, they like, come on. So bam,
Yeah,
I go onto the court with them. I'm doing warm up shots with AI, Kobe, Vince.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm out here on the wood, yo. It was lit, man. It
Man,
was
I love how you had mentioned Vince was on the show because his character was dating Niecy,
mm-hmm.
and I remember that because that's kind of when the show was going in a different direction. Like Moesha was going off to college, Miles was going into high school.
Growing up,
One
yeah.
of my favorite ones though, man, was the episode when you and your homeboy was messing with Kyla Pratt
hmm
and her friend, and y'all thought Kyla Pratt was pregnant.
Man, that let me tell you, that was a controversial episode. The original writing of that show was a little risky, and my peoples had to go up to bat, just to keep the conduct of the show smooth, which was oh man, that was a battle for a little bit about
Yeah,
that episode, but it turned out good. It turned out really good. We got the point across, and it was a great episode. And yeah, Kyla Pratt, that's my homie. We go way back, like Faux Flash. Like we worked together. We were super young when we did like um, Parenthood together.
I remember that. Like,
Yeah,
I think it's safe to say, man, like people like yourself, Kyla, the '90s, y'all made our childhood what it was.
thank you. We appreciate that too.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. And as you guys continue to grow in your careers, like Moesha ended, but in my opinion, I think it ended prematurely because first of all, they had your character kidnapped, which I don't know why they did that. And then the show ends on a cliffhanger because we like, is it gonna come back?
They-
So why didn't Moesha get renewed for the next season?
we were supposed to have at least maybe 2 more years. We could have probably did 5 more because, as you see, the Parkers came from there and did 5 seasons. Um, it was just it's politics, baby. It's the industry, it's politics.
Do you
And
think it's because like it was a really great successful black show and they weren't trying to give y'all the credit that y'all deserved?
um, partially, sometimes it has to do with people not getting what they deserve. Um, partially, it has to do with creative entities feeling like they're stuck. Like, after doing a show that long, you start to be like, all right, well, where is this going? Like, I got to do something different. We've been doing the same, this, that, and the other. So let me
Yeah.
be different. But then also, it was a lot. But we would have continued the show if everything would have been perfect. But it just didn't go that way. But I think now certain people or even whatever would have handled it a certain way and probably kept the show going a little bit longer if they would have been a little bit more mature with what they know now, sometimes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I didn't mind it because I went on to do other things, movies, stuff like that, which when I was doing Moesha, sometime I wasn't allowed to do other projects.
Yeah, because of the contracts, right?
Contracts, yeah. Sometimes they let you wiggle a little bit, but man, I had some big offers for some big films.
Like
Stella got
what?
a groove back. I was supposed to play the boy, and Stella got a groove back. Couldn't do that. Let's see. They wanted me on Friends to do a guest spot. They wouldn't let me do that. I was like the hot, young black funny kid, so they wanted me to come on
Yeah.
Friends, but which was gonna be different. That was gonna be really huge for me, but they
I
didn't allow it.
I think a show I could have seen you having a nice little role on, Living Single.
Yeah, yeah, I could have been on that show. I could have been on that show. I had great relationships with everybody on that show too. Everybody's really fan.
Like, just imagine like you being Kyle Barker's nephew, and Kyle like dressing you up and talking to like all the little girls or something.
That could
Like,
have been funny.
think about
Yeah,
it. That could have worked because
yeah,
Kyla probably would have did it now if y'all could have got Kyla.
yeah. But it's all good. We got new stuff coming, man. I got some scripts that I'm writing. I got a lot of projects too, so it's gonna
Yeah,
be good new wave.
and a project that you're working on that you mentioned earlier was the Proud Family. Like, bro, how excited are you that the Proud Family is finally getting a reboot?
Nah, man, that's so lit. That it's getting a reboot. And the style of the way that they're doing it. I probably can't talk too much about it, but yeah, it's
You
gonna
give us a little something now. You give us a little
it's
bit.
gonna be lit. Just know a lot of the original people are coming back. Um, pretty much the whole cast, pretty much.
The Proud Family in shows like Moesha really gave us our childhood. How proud does that make you to know that you were part of such an iconic movement?
Oh man, being a part of people's growing up is astounding. It's really cool the relationship that people get with the people that they watch on TV. People build a relationship with me before I ever meet them. So it's really dope. And it's all love. So uh, the appreciation of the work and the effort that we put into those projects being reciprocated when you step out and meet these people and face to face. I'm not really somebody who's ever stuck up. Um, you know,
Definitely.
I'm very much so a people person and having a good time. So it's all love. Just approach me with respect, and you'll get the same. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's just how I am. So I mean, it's always a great exchange with my fans, and we have a ball, and they love all the different stuff that I've done, and that's what blows my mind. Because from Moesha fans, I have such a huge audience from people who've seen movies like the Take the Lead movie, the dance, and hip hop ballroom world of dancers that have seen that, and then
And
on
roll bounce.
yeah, roll bounce, and another
Can't forget
like
that now.
big families, I'm saying all ages. Another Cinderella story with Selena Gomez, you know what I'm saying? That's like that gets me so Disney fans. So that's like
Yeah.
that spreads across the world, and so that's crazy. And just a lot of different stuff. So um,
Everything that you've done up to this point has been phenomenal. It's been amazing. What can the people expect from you in the second part? Because we all know what we got from Marcus in the first half, but what can we expect from Marcus in the second half?
well, I'm looking to take on a lot more roles with a lot more depth because with all the different experiences and life that I've lived now and studying I've done on my craft of some of the great actors, whether it was firsthand or just watching them through movies, and now my understanding of what it takes to pull off certain type of roles. Working with great people like Terrence Howard, Cuba Gooding Jr., and all these people like in Red Tails, Nate Parker, who was a protege to Denzel. Mike B. Jordan, who's my boy, who's has a great work ethic like I
Sure
do.
does.
We take the acting very serious. And we learned a lot. I'm always learning from my counterparts. So I soaked up a lot of game. So I want to give people some roles with a little bit more depth. We had an amazing pilot that we had shot called The Infamous. Uh, Anthony Hemingway, who directed Red Tails, actually had pulled me back in on that project, and
Yes.
it's dope. I was definitely give you guys another angle that people hadn't seen me like before. But we had Nina, who produced on Hunger Games. She produced the project. I don't know how it fell apart. Things happen like that sometime in the industry. I really wanted you guys to see that though. They had some amazing people in that cast. Bokeem. Uh, they had man, a lot of dope people. My boy Malik Straughter. We had a lot of dope people in that project. But I don't know where it fell apart. Stuff happens in Hollywood, but y'all just get ready for the new. I know some people got some scripts coming my way because they know what I'm capable of. You know, gonna see
Would
some
you,
funny. You're gonna see some serious. I'm ready for everything. I'm very versatile. So.
since you're a very versatile actor, and I just want to ask you this, I haven't spoke to anybody in their camp, but would you ever want to be a part of All American?
All American. Hold on, wait. What is that? A show?
The one on Netflix. Would you ever want to be considered a part for that?
Do you know I haven't watched that yet? I haven't watched it. It's a show, huh? Series.
Yeah, man, you should get hit. And the
I'm
only
gonna have.
reason I'm
I'm
only
gonna have
reason I'm like saying that is because with a guy like your talent and a guy of your caliber who has a lot of experience, you can go into shows like that and boost it. I'm just saying, bro. From a brother outside looking in,
I
I'm
have to
just
check
saying.
that. We're gonna have to holler at casting and see what they're talking about.
Yeah, bro. Well, I appreciate you for taking this time out, man. Real quick,
Well,
before we go, if anybody wanted to connect with you, if anybody wanted to see some of the things that you have coming up along with the music that you do, I
yeah,
ain't forget that.
I know
How
I ain't talking about the music yet, but the music's coming. I do have like 3 songs licensed in films. I did 2 for Sister Code, the movie with Amber Rose, and then one in another Cinderella story movie. So that's been me slowly transitioning, doing a little bit of music at the same time. Big part of the reason why I started getting behind the camera for the visuals of music videos, it has to do with the whole music project too as well. So
yeah.
it's all a grand scheme.
Since we're on that, who are your top 5 rappers?
Oh, top 5, dead or alive, or top 5 right now?
Let's
That's
go
two
all
different categories.
let's go top 5 all time.
Damn, he went there. All right, I'm gonna try to roll these off easy. Tupac, Jay Z, Kendrick Lamar. Shit. Man, Eminem. How many is that? Is that 4 or
That's
5?
4. That's 4. I'm counting down for you.
Uh, Damn. And let's do one that's politically correct. Lauren Hill.
I can't be mad at you for putting Lauren there,
I
but
I would swap out Lauren with Andre 3000, but I want to put Lauren in there because
lyrically,
she like the female Andre. So, but we fuck with Andre too. So it's hard. That's
I was
why.
about to say, man,
That's why
I'm gonna have to swap Lauren out and put Andre 3000 up, and
put
that's just me
Andre.
though.
Well, I like Andre too, but I had to put a female in there. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I like ladies. I like the
Yeah,
ladies.
man. Well, yeah, we definitely.
Lauren was ill, bro. She was dope. You know what I'm saying? Singing and rapping, but
Yeah, man.
saying
And
MCs. Yeah, she might have to.
well, yeah, and you had just mentioned her as an artist was dope, and you got a chance to be with one of the dopest vocalists of all time in Brandy. Like, bro, like, what
Yeah.
was it like? Just like, what was it like working with her?
Oh man, it's dope. Brandy has a good spirit. Um, she's a star. She used to call me a star all the time, which was crazy. And I was like, "You're a star." She's like, "Nigga, you're a star. Like you're a mega star." And that used to blow my mind. So, but no, she was so talented. Very hardworking. Some of the things that she accomplished. Were amazing. You know what I'm saying? Still amazing. Still always accomplishing new things. Still an amazing talent. And she's always learning and growing, like most of us. So she's very in tune with herself and humanity at the same time. So she's dope.
Definitely, man. And you a dope person too, bro. To see the stuff that you've been able to do in not even a long time, because we probably around the same age, but I'm gonna just leave
Yeah,
that there. But
yeah.
but regardless of it, Marcus, appreciate you for taking this time out. Last time, if anybody wanted to connect with you, how can they do that?
Oh man, let's see. You can hit my email, mpbookme at Gmail. I think it's on my page, on my IG. All my stuff's verified, so if you send me something important, usually I'll find it or get it. Just hit me up.
Well, nothing else needs to be asked. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Paulk on the Chris Gunther Show. Thank y'all for watching. God bless. See y'all next time.
Peace.